Whoop, whoop. What's up, Bearcats? Happy Friday. We're here. We're hanging. We're chilling for the HMG Replay SmackDown Watch-Along. Hope you're having a great week. Ready for a great weekend. Let's kick it off. Whoop, whoop. Oh, man. See, what's up, Lab Rat? What are they testing on you tonight, pal? Hope all is well with you. Yeet, yeet. What is up, Bigfoot? And oh, shit. Yeah, hope he's safe, pal. Yo, what's up, Zane? Good to see you too, pal. Whoop, whoop. And we got Dan in the house. Since this is a replay watch long, there is no belt count tonight. Hope all's well with you, Dan. Yeet, yeet. So we'll go ahead and do the replay in 3, 2, 1, play. 3, 2, 1, play. And like tomorrow will be a replay watch along of Crown Jewel. Yeet, yeet. Nice, man. Congrats. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, man, those are rough. Yeah, but if it's already aired, then it can be easily be compromised. I haven't seen this yet. So what exactly is this? The crown jewel belts. All because the Saudis wanted their home belts.
Partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional.
Oh man, that's gonna be fun. Dude, they got crushed by NXT. Crushed.
But most importantly, we have an unwavering
like NXT damn near doubled them.
Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got ass to deal with here. All right, we're gonna do a speed up on this because we don't need to see this. This is yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's just a replay of SmackDown. It was the when they're bringing out that video package for the belts. It's like, right. Took viewers away, pal. Dude, for real, like you can make so much money just selling that belt. Like, how much do you think is, man? How much money do you think those belts are actually worth with all the gems and hardware in that? Oh, if the Saudis paid for that, I'm sure it's real. I'm sure they're real. If Saudi paid for it, it's real. Man, I need to pack a bowl.
Also wearing the Crown Jewel Championship ring, which will be awarded to the winner tomorrow night. Cody, of course, the inaugural Crown Jewel champion. No doubt that Cody Rhodes is in the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yup, exactly. Wasn't Braun Strowman the first guy to win that belt or win a Saudi belt?
And deliver a stop to the WWE's Apex Predator, allowing Bronson Reed to hit a tsunami and pick up the win. But Wade Barrett, Seth Rollins couldn't help himself. He couldn't leave well enough alone.
Yeah, amidst the celebrations, Rollins decided to take a cheap shot at his crown jewel opponent, but the American Nightmare was ready, thrilling Rollins with further exacerbating the confidence crisis in the mind of Rollins.
Yeah, bowl and multiple shots.
Confidence crisis ends for Rollins tomorrow. Another special start time of 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on the ESPN app.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, it was ridiculous, stupid. A smoke and a drink while taking you to class, and if you tell, I'll kick your ass. Yeah, remember back in the days of like WinMX and Kazaa and LimeWire that there was those audio files was like evil Barney bus driver.
So, Perth, what do you want to talk about? We could talk about Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and his doom and gloom outlook on our match that, according to him, has something to do with the future. Actual stakes of our match, I started to think, well, maybe Seth is right. I started to realize how much Seth's role mirrors his role at WrestleMania when I finished the story, yet it's Seth and not Roman that is becoming the type of man he sacrificed himself to defeat. Crown Jewel might be Seth Rollins' Achilles heel. I might be Seth Rollins' Achilles heel. And dismantling this whole vision has now fallen on my shoulders.
All right, that just glitched out. That was weird.
Lucky me, I suppose. But I can't blame Seth for falling into this trap, because when you love WWE, and you guys sound like you love WWE.
Dude, these AI highs are getting out of control, pal. But it's funny, though. Like I saw one of Osama bin Laden showing up at the Royal Rumble in a jet. Yo, what's up? Welcome back, World Rally Sport. Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Hope you're having a great Friday. Yeet, yeet.
As I'm saying, when you love WWE like Seth loves it, you'll do anything to protect it, to keep it sacred. You'll even let your own reality get a bit skewed. But when you start to think that you are...
Yes, that's kind of one of the things about when you're taking your show around the world. You got to work with the time zones.
That's the downfall.
Which we'll be doing very similar tomorrow for Crown Jewel. Late a replay watch along around same time.
For control, a quest for power. Intention. Seth, I know you don't love the QB moniker, but I'll be very blunt with you. It's a nickname, and it's a shared nickname at that. As much as I like to be a leader, as much as I want to be a leader, this team that WWE has assembled is the greatest team it's ever assembled. And on any given night, if I'm not pulling my weight, there's somebody who can step up, and there's somebody who can do it.
Yeah, I saw that too, man. It was.
I'm gonna go ahead and
it's like, man, that's what you could. Miss Eddie, man.
So that I can illustrate my point further. I'm talking about wrestlers. I'm talking about superstars like Randy Orton.
Okay, cool.
Of course.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We can get Eddie back.
Superstars like Roman Reigns. I'm talking about superstars like Rhea Ripley. I'm talking about superstars like Jey Uso.
Yes, I did see that.
I'm pretty sure I'm even
And yes, congrats to the happy couple. Whoop, whoop. Which is most likely why Corey Graves got written off of TV from when Brock Lesnar took him out.
But Seth, I also could be talking about you, this spot that you're so envious of. You might be in... You guys really don't like Seth Rollins, huh? Nonetheless, it's a spot that perhaps Seth could fill, but I'm not here to talk reason with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, pretty much. You got to have the last name Anoy, Rhodes, Orton, Levesque.
Also, I'm going to confirm with the voice of WWE. Michael Cole, can you tell me what they're saying? No clue. No, I mean, you're the voice of WWE. I need you to say it.
I don't know what they're saying. What are they saying, Ray? They're saying something very rude. Don't get yourself fired. You can say it. I really think so. I don't know what they're saying. Okay. You want me to say it? Yes, I want you to say it. Cody, they are saying Seth Rollins is a wanker.
Wanker, of course, being a slur that's went from carried over from England over to Australia.
Guys, I was trying to be real serious here, you know? Anyways. No matter what I've tried to talk reason with Seth, I doubt he's listening, but here is what I will say. I'll give in to the idea that the world does indeed revolve around Seth Rollins. And let me ask you this. In that world, Seth, who am I to you? Because I can't just be any wrestler. No. I have to be the wrestler, right? I'd have to be the one that you wear my gear to the funeral. I'd have to be the one that you bury me in my boots. I'd have to be the one that on any night, in any era, under any circumstance, I am the one in your world and in mine, Seth Rollins, that you cannot beat.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Whoop, whoop.
Damian Priest looks to finally end things with his adversary, Aleister Black. It's last man standing. Incapacitate your opponent until he can't make it to his feet by a count of 10. It's live tonight. And the Street Profits are in the house, accompanied by BFAB, an opportunity to win back their tag team gold against the Wyatt Six.
Just wanted to congratulate you on becoming the World Champion. I remember what it felt like when I became the first ever United States Women's Champion. Champ to champ, you just have it so spicy. You've got that secret sauce, La Primavera. So with that being said, I wanted to offer you the coveted position of Legion of my secret purpose. Aren't you lucky? I would absolutely never ask Tacky Time to do that, so just so you know, it's only for you. Did you see what she was wearing today? It was giving to her. I'm gonna go.
I will have your back today, and I know you have mine. But I will say again, tomorrow, may the best woman win.
Glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything come from that. We had that one, like that one shot, that one like stare down, and that was it.
Two champs on the same team later tonight. It's the United States Championship Open Challenge. Introducing from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing back to the age of pounds. He is the United States Champion, what a fighting champion Sami Zayn has been. Who will step up to the challenge? Who will have an opportunity at the United States title? Find out next on SmackDown.
I got some, what's it? These Rally's French fries and some crazy bread.
Keep it 100 then, Nick.
Oh, dude, it's best breadsticks in the game. Best pizza place breadsticks.
Meanwhile, for the first time ever, we're 5 for 5. Whoever wants it, it's right here. First time ever, the United States Championship will be defended in Australia. Who will take the challenge?
Give me Shinsuke Nakamura, pal. Doing good, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yep, man, got the old theme back. All right, while they're doing entrances and getting started in the matchup, I'm going to step outside, little smoky toky. We right back. Whoop, whoop. All right, and back. Whoop, whoop.
Yourself a huge disadvantage like this against a former United States champion in Shinsuke Nakamura. Sami Zayn really can be his own worst enemy.
Well, he's a fighting champion.
He might not be a fighting champion for much longer the way this could go against Shinsuke Nakamura.
And Nakamura is set across the ring. He's held the United States Championship on 3 different occasions, including earlier this year, and a knee now to the face of Sami Zayn. Nakamura. Zayn early in this match.
Nakamura looks completely reborn here versus the Nakamura we saw earlier this year. New threats, a new attitude.
Oh, that right there is vintage Nakamura. That sliding German suplex. Shinsuke's in control.
Maybe we shall see.
So Wade, if you're a Shinsuke Nakamura, Nakamura, what's your game plan tonight against the United States champions?
Well, shock and surprise the champion. He's done that right from the word go here. And Shinsuke now looks in complete control. And really, Sami has only got himself to blame for this.
Big knee to the midsection. Cover now by Nakamura. Hook of the leg and a kick out by Sami at 2. The United States Championship, which has been held by dozens of WWE Hall of Famers over the years. Harley Race, first ever United States champion. As Zayn now comes off the second rope to that axe handling with the forehead of Shinsuke Nakamura. For Zayn, what do you have to do to combat Shinsuke? Because these two know each other very well.
Well, Zayn's not going to like the answer, but he has to compromise his own virtuous outlook on life. You might have to go low this evening. Cheat a little.
Oh, a big high elbow by Zayn. That's Nakamura. I believe, despite the fact that Shinsuke has the element of surprise, I believe Sami Zayn is in better shape in this matchup than the fact that he's been wrestling the championship each and every week. We haven't seen Shinsuke in a number of months.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Ring rust can be a real thing, but who knows what Shinsuke Nakamura gets up to when he disappears.
I know, right?
Covered now by Zayn and a kick out.
One thing is his
Yeah, I don't like it either, Dan. See if there's an ongoing list of who's been released so far.
AC Arena in Perth, Western Australia. Big weekend here in WWE. Tomorrow it is Crown Jewel. Monday Night Raw.
Crowd fired up, energetic right off the bat.
And that's a telling sign there by Nakamura as he takes a chop from Sami Zayn and then delivers just a sinister smile. Snap there by Sami.
All right, so it looks like Lance Anoy, Stevie Turner, Draco Knox, Zara Zacher, and Kylie Ray.
Championship Open challenge, Sami Zayn against a former United States champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. Doing some research over the past few minutes. This is actually the 8th time, Wade, that these two men have gone one-on-one. Sami Zayn owns a slight 4-3 edge over Nakamura. So very evenly matched. And Nakamura with a suplex the champion.
Well, there's one statistic you didn't just read out. This is the first time they've competed when Sami Zayn had no idea who his Shinsuke knew all week long he was going to take on Sami Zayn.
Yep, unfortunately.
Nakamura firing up now. Zayn misses wildly enough.
Yeah.
Right hand. Now the fist kicks from Shinsuke Nakamura. So extremely dangerous for the step-up Enziguri. And it's
striking ability of Shinsuke Nakamura, a highly skilled jiu-jitsu exponent. And doesn't Sami Zayn know that only too well?
Nakamura, it looked like he was going for good vibrations. Sami was able to counter. Nakamura takes out Sami with a
Hey, Robbie, you over strong, pal.
Some bad vibrations to the brain of Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn
Yeah, pretty much.
really rocked at this point. Under the thumb for minutes and bounce back, and the snap of a finger immediately back on top.
Off the top rope, rolls through. Shinsuke misses wildly. And it looked like Sami may have been going for the Blue Thunder Bomb. Nakamura with a kick to the face.
Such unique offense from Nakamura. There's simply no defending that. Zayn managing to duck the first shot. The second one was coming right behind it and caught Zayn on the tail.
And Nakamura's got something where he wants him. Nakamura Kinshasa, and it's an upward driver by Sami Zayn. Cover now for the win. Nakamura 6-2.
Ring rust whatsoever from Nakamura. After this strike here, Sami Zayn thought he had the job done.
You get a bus, you get a bus, you get a bus. Everyone gets a bus. Well, except you. You guys are gone to pay for the buses.
Sami turns it around with a pinning combination and another near fall. The official in this match, Jessica Carr, right there. And Sami exploded in the corner.
Right now, Nakamura on the wrong side of the tracks, not where you want to be when Sami Zayn has that look in his eye.
Sami looking for the Haluma chant. Nakamura rolls out of harm's way.
So nimble Nakamura, and now immediately back on the offense.
And tunnel back to the neck.
And that could be a KO.
Nakamura with a Kinshasa from the second rope. And Sami able to kick out. Nakamura saying the drag-out battle for the United States title.
So hits his finisher from the second rope, and that doesn't win the match.
And what a great United States Championship match. I'll tell you, Wade, each and every week, Sami puts the title on the line. And boy,
So to be fair, they could try to at least sell it as he didn't get all of it, because it did look like he kind of had a, with the range that he had to pull it a bit.
as he just wears down Sami Zayn with knee after knee.
This is where you have to be vicious. Nakamura came out here. Fans love him, but there's still that shinobi assassin living inside this man.
Nakamura controlling the champion. Again, another well-placed kick. Sami's legs wobbly, and now he drops to a knee.
Fighting champion is that innocence, that naivety of Sami Zayn that has put him in this predicament right now, and he may be starting to regret it.
Well, Nakamura has been controlling most of this matchup. Sami's had a play here and there. But Nakamura drives him to the corner with a kick, and sometimes Sami's bravado gets the best of it.
You're putting yourself right behind the 8-ball from the off in a setup like this. Open challenge with no clue whatsoever the type of opponent, the style of the opponent, the toughness, the weakness of the opponent you're going to get in there with.
Yeah, but again, in defense of Sami Zayn, he's been very successful.
Get me singing crowd, pal.
He won the championship.
That looks impressive.
You got to give Sami credit.
I'll give him all the credit in the world. He's one hell of a competitor.
Hey, that place looks impressive, filled out.
Sami trying to hang on here, and now a couple of body shots to Nakamura. And now Sami Zayn. Oh!
Ooh. Yeah, it didn't look like it didn't look like he got the rotation all the way. So that's why I reacted that way.
What a match this has been for the United States Championship. Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura in front of a sold-out crowd in Perth, Australia.
Huge sunset flip bomb off the ropes, and it's winded Nakamura badly. He's desperately fighting back, but apparently can't get much oxygen in those lungs.
Here comes Shinsuke, though. And we mentioned before the fact that Sami's been wrestling each and every week. Nakamura has not played headbutt, though, by Shin.
Nothing pretty about that, just old-fashioned abuse right to the jaw of Zayn.
And again, for the second time in the match, Sami was going for Blue Thunder Bomb. Now, oh! Nakamura lands on his knees. Oh, right to the back of the head of Zayn, who rolls out to the apron.
Oh, so much impact on the back of the
Oh, that is completely a shit on Nakamura's finisher. Sammy gets hit so hard with it, he rolls to the outside of the ring, and they can pop back up, come back, and hit his haluva kick. Now he's back in control all of a sudden. Yo, what's up, Hammer? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Too legit to quit, pal. Yeet, yeet.
Leaving Sammy open to reach out, place it over the bottom rope, and now the match continues.
Nakamura, I didn't think Sammy was going to get up from that. Oh, scissors kick to the back of the neck.
Scorpio rising connects, and right now, kiss goodbye to that championship. Sami Zayn, who is a sitting duck.
Wait a minute. Let's take this up. Assaulted by someone at ringside. What are you doing, Mike? What are you doing?
Oh my God, you know who that is? It is Tama Tonga.
Please, goodness, Tama Tonga. And look who else is here. Tama Tonga. And look at Tracy Mateo.
And Tonga Loa. They're all
Get me the MFT, pal.
And the assault is on the MFTs.
Solo Sikoa has been hyping up his crew for weeks. We knew an attack was imminent. And you are the unfortunate victim.
Well, Shinsuke Nakamura came back into the ring, and he's going to pay for it now. A 4-on-1 assault.
To what end? The purpose of the MFTs making a vicious statement.
And Tama Tonga with a
Dude, Friyay, you got a Hawaiian, you got 3 Tongans, and a Samoan.
MFTs completely decked out in war paint, looking more threatening than ever.
Well, Solo Sikoa said his family was coming back, and his family. Oh, good night! Tour of the Islands by Mateo. Solo Sikoa promised the MFTs were going to be bigger and badder than ever. Last week he said there was one missing piece, and apparently that missing piece is back in Tama Tonga. And we got to get some help down here. We need some officials or security or somebody, because this is an all-out thugging.
Vicious.
And look who's in front of us, Ray. Look who's walking out here in front of us. The man who's the mastermind behind this, Solo Sikoa.
Plan that has been executed to utter devastation in that ring. Entire audience yelling profanities at Solo Sikoa.
Censor's trying and failing to censor the crowd chant.
He promised he was going to put everyone on notice. The MFTs are back. Treacherous times are coming to SmackDown. Friday Night SmackDown is sold out tonight in Western Australia. It is a big WWE weekend. SmackDown, of course, tonight, tomorrow, Crown Jewel Premium Live event, and Monday, it'll be Monday Night Raw. Well, moments ago, the RAC Arena in downtown Perth, Australia, was turned into a
The puzzle is back. Tamatonga, and now the
Ooh, nice. Sounds delicious, pal. Whoop, whoop.
cutthroat and vicious than ever. They are here to take it all.
Get me Rudy Charles, pal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Before you say anything, let me tell you something. Before you jumped in on that, I was getting ready to tell you both that I decided that next week, SmackDown in San Jose, it's you and Jacob Fatu one-on-one. One. In front of his own people, beat some respect into him. You're right.
Why wait till next week? You cannot keep Jacob Fatu down for long.
Nick Aldis he's got a serious.
Hey, it's Kenny Dykstra. Yep, looks like he's finally back from injury. Whoop, whoop. Oh, nice. That's cool you got to do that. Whoop, whoop.
Championship, however, tonight they are teammates. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's show you how this tag team matchup came about. Friday Night SmackDown.
Whoop, whoop.
Tiffany Stratton's company to Burner in the ring. They signed the contract to make their crown jewel.
Yeah, give me big purse, pal.
Tiffany was attacked here by Julia, United States champion, and Kiana James.
Have a business proposal.
Dude, those are always the best people to work with, where it's just so easy. It's smooth, simple.
Champion. Or you can end up like Tiffy time back there. I mean, come on.
Well, unfortunately for Kiana James, Tiffy time is just never over. As Tiffy and her crown jewel opponent, Stephanie McCurr, teamed up to send Kiana packing. Offer firmly rebooked.
An incredible year for both of these women. Tiffany Stratton is undefeated in 2025. Stephanie McCurr has been on quite the roll, winning the world title.
Yeah, I got to believe that was more for the live crowd because they've probably heard of Minneapolis but never heard of Prior Lake. Just look at her. They didn't even bother to change their lower third graphic. It was Julia with Kiana James. As if it was a singles match. No, it's a tag match. Like, wow, that's lazy. Like, that was pretty lazy or a mistake somewhere. Wow. Exactly, Charles. Exactly, Hammer. Whoop, whoop. I don't think that was, pretty sure that was not her call.
Probably the biggest match of both of their careers. And now they have to play happy families and tag together. I don't like that one bit.
Stephanie will start things off with Kiana James in this matchup. I had the opportunity to interview a very emotional Stephanie McCarroll.
I can't wait. I'm actually oddly entertained by that. It's like watching that train wreck. Yo, what's up, Logan James? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop.
In Indianapolis the night that she won. It's so emotional with everything she's accomplished since arriving.
Nice. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, we're just seeing this for the, a lot of us are just seeing this for the first time, but how you doing, man? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's true. Remember that story that they ended up, even though they sold like a shit ton of tickets, they still lost money because the deal they signed with the venue was any unsold seats they would buy back. That also, they didn't read the fine print and realize it also included seats that they couldn't sell because of, you know, where the stage was, production equipment, all that stuff. Yeah, they sold out those Australia shows at WCW, and they still lost money because of just dumb shit like that.
Fascinating thing about Julia and Vaquer is they were both obviously signed around about the same time, very hyped up international competitors. And there's really a kind of rivalry between the two of them now. You mentioned earlier the fact they had competed in the NXT Championship. I think these two are going to be joined at the hip for the majority of their career, trying to outdo one another.
What a German suplex delivered by McCarroll to Julia there. Stephanie level over the past few months. She, of course, won the Battle Royal back at Evolution over the summer. Earned the opportunity at the world title. And look at Kiana James now getting involved. The official Eddie Arango did not see what was happening.
Oh, yeah, that was right when the buyout was happening, or when the company was got announced that the company was getting sold. And, yeah, a lot going on. Plus AOL Time Warner, all that. Oh yeah, Hoovy. I think it was PCP, and he was like going nuts, running through the halls of the hotel. Police had to get called to subdue him. Yeah, and that was also when Russo played the concussion card. Be like, yeah, I can't get on a plane. I have a concussion. Here's my doctor's note to prove it.
Had the kind of attitude that a lot of people in the locker room have. She would now, at this point, take a little walk all the way back to the locker room, go pack her bags, and go get an early night and leave Stephanie McCarroll here for a walk.
Well, of course you would say that. Not everybody would agree with you, Wade. It's Kiana James now slams McCarroll. Here's the cover by the former NXT Tag Champ and a kick out. Tag by Julia. She's legal.
This match from the very beginning, and aside from that brief flurry at the very start, has been under the boots of Kiana James and Julia, and that does not bode well for her Crown Jewel Championship match tomorrow night against her tag partner this evening, Tiffany Stratton, who is fresh as a daisy.
Kiana James showing up her gymnastics background there. Julia, however, is the legal woman. And now she's going to head up to the top rope. The chair has no...
I like that spot that Kiana James does, where she does the backflip and then leads into a spear in the corner. That's actually a pretty good spot. She should keep that.
Hook of the leg on the women's world champ and a kick out.
And I've no idea why Tiffany Stratton is even trying to reach in for a tag. For Stephanie Baker here, why would you bother saving your opponent?
Because you're a good sport, because you want to be competitive, because you have an issue with Julia and Kiana James. Who beat the heck out of you last week. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, Wade.
That's so nice.
Somebody attacked you last week.
Attacked me last week. I worry about it after the big match, which is tomorrow night for the Crown Jewel Championship.
Yeah, you could hear some of the wind get sucked out of that because the crowd clearly saw, like, come on, the tag was made. Yeah, took a little bit of air out of that pop. Whoop, that's the end of part 1. Going to part 2. We gotta get through an ad break, sorry.
But your OLED doesn't pop in the sun, Doug. It's not bright enough in this room.
What about the corners here that no one can see from?
Anti-reflective screen, ultra-wide viewing angle, 0 port. Now, AC in the house is the best.
Definitely something.
Yeah, Sean's got an unfair advantage there.
Showing off. Sending Kiana across the ring. Oh, and a spine buster by Scrap. Down for the win and a kick out by Jane.
There has never been a faster learner, a better grower in this game than Tiffany Stratton, who simply gets better every time you watch her.
She's only been doing this 3 to 4 years, Dave.
Yeah, there's no tell whatsoever to that relative lack of experience, is there?
They're really gonna say that on commentary about Tiffany being the first who gets the guy in quicker and faster than anyone, and they both know Kurt Angle.
Kiana James took advantage. That destruction by Julia, but Tiffany Stratton.
Kiana James, who has been criminally undersold at times. Hell of a competitor, as you mentioned. Oh, a Reba dirty right to the jaw call.
The running knee by Julia, who's showing off her aggression tonight. One of the reasons she's been called Beautiful Madness. And now with Tiffany on her shoulder, down goes Stratton for the win. And breaking things up. It's Stephanie McCall.
High landing on the neck of Tiffany Stratton. Baker saving the day for now. This might be about to take a turn for the worse, and Tiffany time could be over this evening.
That's made after the lights bomb by Julia as Kiana James is now into the ring. And James now lifting up Stratton. And Stratton lands on her feet. Blocks the kick.
Stratton's athleticism is just a cheat code in this game.
And there's the Alabama slam. 10. World champs legal. The Curtis running kick.
Longing for lazy summer days and
Sorry, I got another ad break.
or
Shit.
a dreamy drive down the Blue Ridge Parkway in the fall? What about a spring stroll through stunning cherry blossoms in Kyoto, or a winter ski trip to the snowy slopes of Jackson Hole? With the protection of an annual plan from Allianz Travel Insurance, you can be ready to go just about anywhere all year round, whenever wanderlust strikes.
All right, there we go.
No clue where she's at.
Yo, what's up, Zach? Good to see you, pal. Happy National Angel Food Cake Day to you too, pal. Whoop, whoop. Hope all's well. Always good to see you. Yeet, yeet.
Descending into chaos, but Julia now living dangerously in this one, perhaps unable to defend. Oh, right back with Tiffany.
And Julia now sent outside the ring.
Tiffany just seems like she is a step ahead of everyone. These two have shown some real chemistry, despite the fact they're going to fight each other in 24 hours.
And tag made by Stratton. Stratton is now legal. And Stephanie launches herself off the top rope. And now Stratton. Oh, Kiana caught her. Is it enough here? Tiffany kicks him too.
Kiana James helped her out in a big way there, but
Going senton.
They need to put something out for clicks. More content means more clicks.
You know, Wade, Stephanie got things rolling there for her team. She over that modified tag, and she would. Here's what I was talking about. That modified version there, these are the face of the Angels' wings by Stephanie McCurry.
that was game over there. If not for a break up and a curve going high, and that opened the door for Tiffany Stratton.
Ooh, here's something I noticed when Stephanie dove onto Julia. Here's a sign of a good worker. She immediately wrapped her arm around the back of Julia's neck to protect it.
24 hours away. Champion. The current Stratton battle for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship.
As they were taking the bump, so that stuff like that.
No. Have you ever owned a koala? No, but there was a rabid one that roamed around. Benny. Ladies, we watched your match last week. We thought it was impressive. But you do know facing Charlotte Flair and the Alexa Bliss is not just another match. You're stepping into my spotlight.
Our spotlight.
That's what I said.
Look, this isn't our first rodeo. Step in the ring with us, you're going to find out real quick there's a big difference between winning a match and standing across from the very best. And I don't think you're ready for that lesson yet.
Okay, we hear the compliments and we appreciate it, but we're just not going to sit around and wait for our turn. If you don't think that we're ready yet, prove it. Unless you're scared to risk it. Rude. Borderline. But bold. I can respect bold. Kind of reminds me of me. Look, we respect what you've done. But someone gave you both an opportunity at one point. And that is literally all we're asking. A chance for us to prove ourselves. At the very best.
Tag team titles. For the WWE Championship.
Yo, it's Jimmy T in the house. We got Ron in, pal. Whoop, whoop. Well, come on in, pal. You got the link.
The Street Profits with an opportunity to get the tag team titles back. They want the smoke with the Wyatt Six standing their way here on SmackDown.
Save up to 35% tonight only, pal.
To Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on Saturday, April 18th and Sunday, April 19th. 2-day combo tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster.com. Wait, you're going to like this. You know, it's wine country and then some here in Western Australia, out of the Margaret River region. You can enjoy the lush stretch of both wineries and boutique distilleries, I like, or take a dip into adrenaline-packed adventures above and below. Margaret River region is host to ancient caves, tall timber forests, and white sand coastline. To play hikers, surf, to your full delight. Australia.
Nice job, Minister of Tourism.
Did he make a wrong turn at Albuquerque or something?
Finally take out Damian Priest tonight. It's last man standing. Incapacitate your opponent so he can't make it to his feet by the count of 10. Anything goes tonight.
That is not a man I would want to mess with, but these are three people that I would love to party with. So pour yourself a couple of schooners and let's get this one started.
2001 year.
You like the schooner, Cole?
I can see that. I can see them doing that.
And Gacy and Loomis wasting little time heading into the ring, and the matchup's underway for the tag team titles.
Highly uncomfortable, but watch out!
Lion 6 driven into the barricade. You're talking not just Nikki Cross, but the woman who thinks she's a witch. Abby the witch. Hot start for the Profits in this tag title match, Wade.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The smell of gold in the air can bond any family. The Street Profit family are looking real hot to start this one off.
Formaldehyde here at ringside. Having the witch in front of us, so there's a double.
Get me formaldehyde, pal.
Cover by Loomis. Tell you, it's got to be hard to prepare for Loomis and Gacy. They're just so unorthodox. Then you got to worry about the witch running around and then Big Red over there, Eric Rowan looking on.
I mean, the entire Wyatt Six family.
Whoop, whoop.
Natural born winners. That's for Loomis, a portrait artist. How he would describe himself.
He gives a twirl of his own right now. The neck of poor Angelo Dawkins. It takes a lot to knock the steam out of Angelo Dawkins, but the Wyatts have managed to do exactly that.
Collision.
Oh no, Riyadh season logo on the canvas. Wow, damn. Get me 10 belts, Monet, pal. And you know that it's going to be her and Harley Cameron. Actually, I shouldn't be saying that. I shouldn't be. Yeah, my bad. I take that back. And it's looking likely it's going to be her and Harley Cameron winning the tag belts. Like, I could easily see her lobbying or politicking to Tony for that to happen.
Recovered already is Angelo Dawkins, ready to slug away like the heavyweight that he is.
Double team coming. Cover up the revelation. Tag team titles. Loomis and Casey defending against the Street Profits. Starting to pick up the pace a little bit.
This was broken down in a big way. The Wyatt Six were looking completely dominant in the early goings, but now it is anyone's guess who is in control, swinging back and forth over the past couple of minutes.
And double team coming from the Wyatt Six now. Meanwhile, Angelo Dawkins.
Get me Tower of Doom spot, pal.
His power here.
Freak of nature.
Ooh. Ooh. Ford landed right on his heels. Ooh. Ooh, that was a rough jump off the steps.
The only thing that can take down Eric Rowan, right now it's 2-on-1 for the Street Profits.
Oh, down goes Gacy. The anointment by Dawkins. Dawkins down.
Just when big Eric Rowan popped back up.
Montez Ford's legal.
Massive 2-and-a-half.
From the heavens. Loomis dragged Gacy out of harm's way.
Yeah, oof. That could not have felt good on those knees or even his hips either. Oof, that was nasty. That was nasty. Like, yeah, that's how you blow out knees right there. So now you have MFT squaring up with the Wyatt Six. mean, it's not really, yeah, exactly, not really clearly defined, but I would have to assume why it's 6 by default. Like, why are they not getting heat on them? Like, the MFT has them outnumbered. Why are they not getting heat to establish that? Yo, what's up, Christopher Leclerc? Whoop whoop. It is, did not know that. Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. She is in the time. She is in the future right now. So technically, it is her birthday where she's at. So happy birthday, Rhea! Whoop whoop. Yeah, and we're Psycho Circus. We're Psycho Clown and Pagano.
This is dope. Sammy, you know exactly why I'm here. It's about time I show you exactly why I am here.
Well, happy birthday to you too, Chris. Whoop, or Jimmy. Whoop whoop.
What happened between yourself and your tag team partner, your mentee, your friend. Why did you turn on Carmelo Hayes?
Give me a time machine, pal.
I saw the potential in Carmelo Hayes. I believe in Carmelo Hayes. I wanted to mentor him like I never had in WWE, and he had the audacity to say he was done with me. Like I was lucky to be in his presence. Do you know who I am? I am two-time Grand Slam champion, The Miz. Main event of WrestleMania, The Miz. Future Hall of Famer, The Miz.
So people are saying the spotlight stealer.
I am the spotlight. Everything I shine on turns into a star, and he blew it. Sometimes, Kathy, sometimes winners can't elevate every loser. What you, Mello, and everyone else needs to understand is the closer you get to me, the faster you'll find out who the real star is. So you can either rise with me or fall beneath me. And Mello, you missed. You missed me a happy birthday. Some journalist you are.
Yeah, this was good. That was a good segment.
Time for me to take off your mask and show you what hell we're gonna do. Obviously, now the violence is going to exacerbate. But perhaps once I cut up the cord of morality from your skin, I can show the entire world just how misguided and hollow we really are. Violence begets violence.
Dude, honestly, I think Miz is the perfect veteran for Melo to work with as far as character-wise. So you're going to try to get Melo over as a babyface, having Miz kind of, be kind of similar to him, but do a heel version of it. That would be a good faction. I'm with that. Whoop, whoop.
Today for the kickoff to the Crown Jewel show. And a very interesting thing happened when the
That was a good rib line by Michael Cole. Bear said you need to get your own travel show soon. Well, it's in the works, right? Well, it's kind of in the works or something like that.
Seth Rollins walked off the stage, and for the first time that I can ever remember, Paul Heyman was at a loss for words. And I summed it up like this way: Cody Rhodes is in Seth Rollins' head. Seth has never defeated Cody. The question becomes, if he loses tomorrow, what happens to his vision? What happens to the Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed? What happens to the Oracle, Paul Heyman? It all takes place tomorrow. Crown Jewel, champion versus champion.
Who is the superlative best in the industry? Champ versus champ, the American. Freaking Rollins tomorrow night at Crown Jewel.
Also tomorrow at Crown Jewel, it is the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. The Women's World Champ from Raw, Stephanie McCare, takes on the WWE Women's.
And run down the card for tomorrow night. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
There he is. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, 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 whoop. What's cracking?
Not much, man.
Oh, man. Wait a minute. Why am I hearing? Wait, hold on. I had my phone on, that's why. I could hear you say it twice. Like, here he is, whoop, whoop. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on, everyone? Thanks for the birthday wishes. And, of course, that's why I wanted to come in, so I could be told happy birthday. Like, I want to be known that I'm older now. Fuck that. I only brought it up because of Rhea Ripley's birthday. We both share the same birthday. Same with Taz, too. Happy birthday to Taz.
Oh, damn. Yeah, happy birthday, Taz. Whoop, whoop.
Well, technically, it's tomorrow for him, but
oh,
you guys will get the notifications tomorrow. But anyway, hey, man, this SmackDown's been pretty surprising for me.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I did not see MFT confronting the Wyatt Six.
I mean, does it feel like a reset a little bit with certain things?
It seems it does a little bit.
I mean, what the hell was going on with? I love the fact that God is back, pretty much, as in the Gorillas of Destiny, with the Tongans. You saw that, right, Brandon? Or you've gone past that, right?
Yeah, we're at the main event.
Oh, cool. But no shit. I feel like this SmackDown's been pretty. It's been one of the better ones over the last few weeks, anyway, man.
Yeah, at least more noteworthy things to come out of it.
Definitely, 100%. I hate the fact that I didn't go, but I'm going. There is a show down in Monica the Woods on this coming Wednesday, which will be your guys' Tuesday.
Oh, they're doing they're doing a house show tour, a short one while they're down there, right?
Show. Yeah, just in Melbourne, they're doing a house show because they came in one way from LAX to Melbourne and then from Melbourne to Perth. So since they're on the way out, they figured they'll do a quick show in Melbourne and then go back to the US.
Yeah, why not do a cash grab on the way out?
Well, it wasn't originally announced. They literally announced that out of the blue, dude, like just out of nowhere. They just said, fuck it, let's just do a house show.
I mean, if you got the time and you're waiting, why not? You can make some money, put on a show.
I assume, though, it'll more than likely be more of the Raw roster, if you know what I mean. Because they got to run back to do SmackDown, right? They're doing Raw in Perth again this coming Monday. And then I'm assuming that the SmackDown side of the roster would have to fly back to the US as soon as possible.
Right, whereas Raw they got the time to stick around for a little bit longer.
For sure, exactly. So, yeah. Well, exactly. It's all about those. It's all about the Benjamin's hammer. You know how it is. What's up with the MFT stepping up to the friggin' I like that, and I hope they friggin' absolutely destroy the Wyatts, man. Well, the Sickos, whatever you want to call them, the Wyatt Six.
Did you see this? One thing they did one thing in AAA with the Wyatt Six. They never have done anything since. It was the Wyatt Six confronting Psycho Clown and Pagano after they won the tag belts. Which that would have been like Wyatt Six and Psycho Circus. That writes itself right there.
WWE's been all over the place, man, in the last few months. Let's be honest, dude. I mean, it just wrestling lately, man, including AEW, fucking WWE. It's been a total mess, man.
Dude, is Aleister Black wearing a Donnie Darko mask?
Who's wearing a Donnie Darko mask?
Aleister Black. It looks like a Donnie Darko mask.
Actually, I'm not even. I should put it back on, actually. Did you see what happened with that yet?
Not yet, no.
Wait, is the main event Priest and Black?
Yes, I think. Yes.
That's surprising, actually. Let me just yeah, but the thing is, Hammer, she's been repackaged a million times already, it feels like. I mean, what do you do with Nikki Cross if you were the booker, Brandon?
Shit, I don't know.
Is she on her on her last legs, if you know what I mean, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think after the Wyatt Six goes, once that comes to an end, she's kind of in no man's land.
You think it's that, Labrat? You think it's that what they're thinking? I'm thinking, man, they're bringing back their GOD sort of gimmicks. I mean, I'll pop to that. I'm not going to lie, man. That was awesome seeing that. Because I was always a GOD fan, man. All we need now is the Guerrilla Tactics theme, and then we're laughing. Ooh, shit, sorry. I'm just trying to get my feet up. 1 second. She never tapped into her sexy with her sexy Scottish accent. She was like, "Come here, Hammer. Let me hammer you."
You know who had a sexy Scottish accent or has one? Shirley Manson.
Who?
Shirley Manson.
Who's that?
The lead singer of Garbage.
Oh, Garbage. Jeez, that's a band I haven't heard of in many years, bro. Are you a Garbage fan?
Yeah, I like some of their
Aren't they British? They're British. Garbage.
No, actually, the rest of the band is American. Just the singer's from Scotland.
Okay, I've always thought of them as British, man, like for some reason.
And their drummer Butch Vig. You know what albums he's produced?
Tell me.
I think that probably his biggest one probably be Nevermind.
See, I'm not the biggest Garbage fan, so I can't say shit really about him. But that doesn't surprise me. All I remember, I mean, I know who they are, but I've never really they're kind of different for my liking, man. In terms of style, do you know what I mean?
Yep.
But you into that type of music, actually, Brandon?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I grew up on. It's like the early 90s alternative rock, or like late 90s, early 2000s.
Interesting. Are you into hip hop at all or nah?
Kind of as a fringe, like that. Some songs made their way in because they were good.
I can see you being a raver, bro. Full on putting the fat pants on and just full. You know what I mean? But I'm sure you don't like that shit. Hey, I love Nirvana. Nirvana, absolutely. Like, I was more like, when it comes to that, I'm not a handsome guy, bro, please. But you know what? I don't want to embarrass my significant other, but she was. She actually was. I used to give her shit all the time about it.
Bop, bop.
Yeah, just bop, bop. I do bop. That's why I laughed when the Bucks came out to that. But that's a throwback. They used to use that theme 2 years ago. Damn, Charles, I didn't think you'd be into someone like a Nikki Cross, man. But she's not ugly, by all means. Of course, she's good looking, but I didn't think she'd be your type, man. You'd break her, bro.
Anthony, that's still great. You saw it. Priest grabbing his hip there as he collided with the steel.
Are we in the main event now?
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Damian Priest and Aleister Black street fight.
I should get to it.
Big haymakers being delivered by the former world champion. Well, hats off to Aleister Black for just eating those shots on the jaw and not even going down. Black with a kick on the chest, drops Priest to his knee, quickly back to his feet.
How good are the acoustics in that damn arena, man? I noticed that arena, the acoustics in there just seem so loud, bro. Like, I don't know. It's a weird looking arena too. If you ever see the way that arena looks, it's sort of like in cube. It's like very cubey. The way
not
they built it.
Not from the outside. Yeah, I could see that though. Just from like the layout of this this auditorium area.
It's a new arena. It's not old, but it's just the way they built it is. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird, but it sounds fucking good though, man. I must admit.
Yeah, it's that weird modern architecture. It's like, oh, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, our arenas don't look like that over here, man. You know what I mean? Our ones are just normal down here in Melbourne. But, just the normal friggin' arenas, except we've got roofs that open and close and shit. What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
This has now slowly become the Damian Priest show. All the time in the world to set up that stage.
I love this dude in the front row who has like throws up different signs. Like
I haven't noticed.
Like the one he just threw up now said, "Please explain Travis Scott."
Well, shoot, for fuck's sake, man. I'm surprised they still use Travis's song for the Raw intro.
I think that might be that could be a legal thing because they might actually have like a contract deal in place, so they have to.
100%. Why isn't my fucking thing working? I'm pressing play. Can you hear that? Look, my feed's doing this. Like I'm pressing play, but it's not playing. Because technically SmackDown was already live on Netflix. So that's why you guys are getting it now.
Although I'm watching
last night. It was on actually Friday our time. So Friday. So most of the world's watched SmackDown already, except for the US because it's on the USA network. That's why. But everywhere else it's on Netflix.
Yeah, but you got that VPN, Surfshark/Steph.
Oh man.
And that guy has a sign brought up a sign that said, "Bring back Jim Johnston."
I mean, I agree, man. I think Jim Johnston was the best ever like music guy for WWE, man.
He belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely, but he just comes across as a little bit bitter these days. That's all. Which I don't blame him. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, those Attitude Era themes all of them were just absolute bangers.
Not yet, 100%, but not just that. It's the way he describes shit. Like, do you remember on Beyond the Mat? When
I never saw Beyond the Mat.
Oh, you've never seen, dude. You should watch that, man. That was the first and you've seen Wrestling with Shadows, right? The Bret Hart.
I've not seen that either.
You never seen that either, dude. Wow, you should, man. You got to do a watch along on those actually, dude, for sure.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that too.
I kid you not, man. Like, I've got both of them. Dude, them two were the first, documentaries that literally knocked the fourth wall down. That really ruined the wrestling business in many ways.
Yeah, I've seen clips from him. Like I've seen the one where with McMahon meeting draws being like, he's gonna puke. He's gonna puke.
Yeah.
And then I've seen like clips from Wrestling with Shadows with Brett's wife just berating Triple H. He just stands there, takes it like, I know.
Dude,
and
you
then,
gotta watch them. If you've never watched them, you're gonna really, really enjoy it, probably. Like, for sure. Like, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm with Zane on that one, man. Come on, Brandon. You're probably the only one that I know of that's never won. They both one came out in 97, 98, which was Wrestling with Shadows. And the Beyond the Mat came out in 99. But Beyond the Mat, what was cool about Beyond the Mat, it was kind of like all the companies were together on this documentary. So you had WCW, you had WWE, you had ECW, you know what I mean? Like everything was, it's like they all came together to break that fourth wall. You know what I mean? In many ways, to be part of the documentary. But it is what it is. But you have to check it out, man. If you ever want to do a watch along, or if you want to watch them and you don't have access to them, I can play them for you, man, on StreamYard. You can watch them literally via me streaming it to you. I swear. We do that. We do that with pay-per-view sometimes. Oh, fuck, man. I don't know why my thing's not working. I know what happens in this match. I'm not going to say nothing. But it's pretty cool. That's all I'm going to say. Like, surprising. Anyway, you'll see.
I just looked at the bike.
Sorry?
I just looked at the bike and get it on YouTube.
Well, is it? I think Wrestling with Shadows is definitely on there. I don't know about Beyond the Mat.
Beyond the Mat is you gotta rent it though.
Oh, really?
Which is, yeah, it's no big deal.
Oh. What? No, it's not. Is he talking about the documentary? Do you ever download anything, Brandon, or do you know where to download shit from?
Not quite from, but I also let's see. And it looks like Wrestling with Shadows is on YouTube if this is the correct one.
It's not. I'll check. There's also the Owen Hart thing too. Oh, have you already watched it, Zane?
Oh yeah, Wrestling with Shadows is here. Yeah, this is it. There's
also the Owen Hart piece that's right after it. There's an anniversary edition. I'm not talking about the finish. I'm talking about, anyway, I don't want to spoil it. But if you've already watched it, Zane, which it seems like you have, because technically it's already been on for 24 hours, literally, because it was on last night, technically, our time. You know what sucks? The time difference between because I'm on the East Coast, right? And obviously they're on the West Coast of Australia. Like SmackDown, Crown Jewel, and Raw starts 11 p.m. live my time, which is pretty late.
Yeah, that is kind of late.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it either, man. For you guys, it's on at 8 a.m. So that's pretty sucky, but you know, you can't watch it after the fact anyway. Are you doing a watch along of Crown Jewel?
Yeah, replay like tonight, like same time.
Okay. Oh, thanks. Yeah, because what was I gonna say? We're gonna me and RBV are gonna review it, but at like 5 p.m. So right before you jump on, you jumped on at what time did you jump on? 8 o'clock? 9 o'clock?
I jumped on 7 p.m. United States Central Time.
Central Time. So 7 p.m. Central is technically 8 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yes.
I didn't realize you were Central Time, man. But Zane, did you actually watch it? I'll say everyone's watched it. Forget you don't like what? Oh man. Anyway, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it. Forget the finish. I'm not talking about the finish though. I'm talking about. I can't say it. You'll see anyway, Brandon. It's a half poo-poo finish. All right, put it that way. You can poo-poo the finish, but you might like something else.
I think I know what you're talking about because there were some clips and images I couldn't avoid seeing going through social media.
Everyone was talking about it, man. It was everywhere. That's why I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck, man? Really? You think that's a boo? So you watched it on Netflix, the Netflix feed? Anyway. I don't know if I agree with Labrat when he says the aftermath. Yes, that's also a boo. I don't know about that. I think it's about time, but that's just me. And obviously, you probably know what we're talking about. What is it, Brandon? Just say it.
They finally put Aleister Black together with his wife, Zelina Vega.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the part I like. Isn't that a good thing? Don't you think?
Yeah, but the problem is it's become too cliche at this point because we have the whole thing with Becky and Seth and Punk and Lee.
Well, if they do a Survivor Series couples edition, can you imagine that? My God,
okay. If you're doing that, that would make sense.
Yeah, but then it would start getting pretty corny, but if you know what I mean, sort of. I can see the Mark Tards full shitting on it, man.
Yeah, we could get some Family Feud vignettes out of it.
Definitely, they'll be on Family Feud, 100%. I mean, they always are the WWE peeps, but if they start doing that, dude, imagine a couple's friggin' pay-per-view or something like that. What would you call it?
Maury.
I was just saying. What would you call a couple's show?
Maury.
Hey, like Maury Povich? You are not the father. Speaking of that, have you seen the AI, bro?
With
Tupac and all that shit, like, and Biggie and all that, and the Maury Povich AI, where who was on there? I think it was, oh man, it was funny.
I think it was Stephen Hawking. He was told he's not the father. He gets up out of his wheelchair and he runs off. And as he's running off, he's telling his robotic voice, yes, 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 yes.
See, Zane, it's positive after all, by the way. See, him saying what he said, he goes, although he would enjoy Punk AJ versus Thea and Black. Yeah, you got to be such a mark to call it Thea, don't you? Like, seriously. Like you're trying to prove something, you know? Like, I know.
You fucking mark!
Labran, I'm not really a fan of Zelina, to be honest, but Black has got so much potential, but hopefully something happens with him now, in my opinion, but we'll see. That's why I felt like this SmackDown felt like a bit of a what's it called? A restart, man. I mean, we saw Shinsuke Nakamura for the first time in how long?
Yeah, and to his old music.
Yeah, what the fuck was... That's what I mean. It just feels like a whole, like, what's going on, man? But do you think this will continue on, though, moving forward? Or was it just a whole bunch of one-offs?
I don't know. We'll see when they get back. Oh, yeah. Okay, that finish, I could definitely... When you say WCW 2000, I totally get it now, Zane. Yeah, that finish... Yeah, this finish did reek of WCW 2000.
I went to Nitro and Thunder, dude, right, in 2000, by the way. That was fucking, as excited as I was at the time to go to a Nitro and a Thunder even, it was fucking bad, bro, now that I think back on it. It was really bad, bro. But it didn't matter because at the time it was, you know, it was back in the year 2000. I was young. And for whatever reason, the wrestling promotions always come here in October. It seems to be the month. Even back then, it was October.
I wonder if it's a weather thing.
No, it's more got to do with the arenas and the stadiums being available, because the thing is, we've got our like sports shit going on during most of the year, and it's going to be hard to really go in between.
Right, it's really
mention that, Jimmy. Oh yeah, thanks. You remembered.
Yeah, so that does make sense. Yeah, that's the only time you're able to get be able to book the arenas.
Yeah, that's really why, man. I mean, they have done shows in other months previously, but generally it's always October, man. The last few years it's always October. Even the last time they did a PLE here, oh, wait a minute, last year was February though, because it was Elimination Chamber. It was during the summer, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when Elimination Chamber was on in Perth, it is spring over here. It's pretty warm too, man. Like for spring, it always gets pretty warm in spring anyway here. But wasn't Elimination Chamber on a lot earlier live?
Man, that I don't remember. So remember, the last Elimination Chamber was actually in Toronto, and the one before that was in Melbourne.
Sorry, the one in Perth. No, there was another.
Yeah, Perth.
That was the year before, wasn't it?
Yeah, so the last one was Toronto, because that was where Rock did the whole throat slash and Cena turned heel.
Right. You're right. The year before that, then fuck, time flies, man. The year before that, it was in Perth. But what time? If anyone in the chat remembers, wasn't it more shown in the US more on prime time, not like at 8 a.m. like these shows are? Because I remember watching that shit during the day, like my time. I could be wrong.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I don't recall these events starting at 11 p.m. my time live, for example. Has the show finished for you?
Yep. Just went to the finish. Yeah, it's over.
Shit.
Aleister Black over.
So WCW 2000, you truly think that was, or fucking?
I mean, it did seem like something out of it. The problem was, though, context is also important, too, because WCW, that was overdone to death by that point.
Dude, like I said, the WCW in 2000 was something else, man. But I still was watching it. I mean, look, a lot of it was bad. Don't get me wrong. But you could say a lot of shit is bad. Like, I would take WCW 2000 any day over, say, WWE 2008, 2009, 2010. That were pretty bad years. Okay. All right,
I would take WCW 2000 over AEW today.
Oh, without a doubt, bro. As a matter of fact, that's a great point. As a matter of fact, at least there was stories going on. As corny and as stupid as it was back then, right, in 2000, and I'm talking about WCW. I mean, look at the star power even back then compared to AEW now. I don't care what anyone says. I know the AEW sickos will say that, you know, most of their roster are absolute superstars. But let's be real, man. Are they mainstream? They're not fucking mainstream. You know what I mean? They're not. There's a couple of them that you could say, like, say, Jericho and whatnot. Funny enough, I think Jericho's in Australia right now too, which is a bit weird. Why would he be in Australia? I know, Zane. That's WCW 2000 easy. I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad. That is fucking atrocious, really. But you know, it's pro wrestling, dude. You know what I mean? If there's no corny bullshit in there, is it really wrestling? Like, you know what I'm saying? It just, unfortunately, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Creative liberties,
pal. You need to go, by the way, Ben, do you need to go or?
I got a couple minutes.
Oh, cool. Hey, Elix Skipper, sorry, he's more of a star than a prime time, baby. Remember that?
Dude, I thought he was going to be, would have went way further than he did, because he had so much charisma.
At TNA, he was pretty big, a big deal too on one stage, man. If you remember, once WCW folded and he jumped over to TNA, I mean, he was Punishment Martinez is in Damian Priest. What are you talking about now?
No, he's saying
I'm confused.
He's saying he mentioned Black taking the fireball to the face when he actually meant Priest.
Punish. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, you're right. As in Damian Priest. Well, he's a mystical guy, bro. I mean, it's Aleister Black.
Get me OTO,
right.
pal.
Labrad's so correct, man, on that. All those WCW guys were well known without social media like Insta, Facebook, and they were known all over the world, basically. AEW, who? You know what? And that's the bad thing about social media, I think, when it comes to wrestling. Because when you think about it, right, doesn't that expose you a little bit? And I'm talking about just in, like, popularity even, like, wise. Do you know what I mean? Like, it kind of can make you look bad. And I agree, because the thing is, AEW trying to make themselves seem like they're a big deal around the world, right?
We're in over 100 countries.
There's over 100 countries. Yeah, but where do they travel? They travel to 3 countries. Or is it 2? Yeah, only Australia and the UK. That's all they've been, right? They haven't gone outside of North America other than Australia and the UK.
Very true. Yeah, except I see when you're through the North America, because I know they've been to Canada and Mexico.
Right. Oh, and Mexico. Yeah, but see, North America, like I said,
Mexico still technically counts North America.
Yeah, I put that all in the same sort of thing. The point is, they've only gone outside of North America to 2 other countries. All right, WWE can go to friggin' Belgium, they can go to friggin' France, anywhere. All right, around the world. That you would think that wrestling is not a huge deal, but it is. Germany, anywhere. Would AEW sell out those countries? Honestly.
Their first time through, I can see it.
You think AEW's got like a big, say, following in Belgium?
I mean, considering it's, Europe's a lot the size of Europe, I could see them. I could see them like for a show. I could see them drawn.
You know what? I don't for some reason. I mean, it makes sense with all the other English-speaking countries, and Mexico. The reason why they drew because they got CMLL as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's with the CMLL partnership.
Yeah, exactly. They won't come to Rosenberg, Texas, though. Why? And what's this shit I've been hearing about the lies and all in and being all lies again? What happened this time? Does anyone know? I just saw the headline. I didn't really read it, and I didn't even really look into it. But something about All In Texas, there was a lot of lies being told, which is typical.
Oh yeah, apparently there was some deal. The actual attendance was not what was lower than what AEW claimed it was, and apparently they had like the state of Texas, the city, and the county signed these NDAs to not disclose any of that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's interesting too. I mean, so what was it? 15,000 they ended up getting, really?
No, I think it was 23, which is still good. But I remember
wasn't it 25 they said, or 27?
I think it was. I want to say a low 30 number.
I remember it being in the 20s personally. Anyone in the chat, can you correct us?
Yeah, I don't remember. So I want to say
I heard. Call me a mark. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I want to say I heard 31,000 or something like that, but then it came out to 20.
Really?
Ended up being 23.
I
which
remember
again
27, and then I don't know. You're probably right.
But at the same time, though,
30s are idiots.
But Al Snow said it best on today's Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Head. It's why would you try to inflate that and lie about that? 23,000 is a good number. Be happy with that and run with that.
Right, and Labrat hits the nail on the head again. TK telling on himself, if tour product is good, you don't worry about an NDA on viewership. I know who does that shit. What are you so worried about, man? No, Zane, you are.
You fucking mark.
That's you, bro. You know it. Anyway, who does that shit? Really? Like, what are you worried about? Why are you so in denial, man? You know what I mean? All it does is make you look stupid. At the end of the day, all someone has to do is literally like do, you know, a FOIA fucking thing. That's all you got to do, and then you get the truth. So I don't understand why they try. Someone always leaks it. So I guess is someone not going to get paid for this coming out, and will they even know who leaked it?
Who knows? That's one of the things about Tony is he's just so insecure. Like he can't handle any criticism.
Like at all, bro. Like he's the weirdest cat. Like if I ever met him, I'd love to just say to him, listen, man, like why are you so like sensitive to your company, bro? You know what I mean? Be real, be realistic, man. You know what I mean? You're doing well for a company that just started, I guess. Or are they? I don't know, because TNA, they'll never get TNA numbers at their peak, bro. Straight up. Honestly, I know that's crazy me saying that, but it's true. Think about it, man. TNA at one stage was in the high, 1.8s on average, 1.7s. They even reached over 2 on some shows.
Yeah, I think
Will
they're
they ever achieve that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure their highest viewership was well over 2 million for like a show.
Yeah, you're talking about TNA, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, and it's funny enough, Vince Russo was the main, writer at the time. I mean, say what you want about Russo, but the proof is in the pudding, man. You know what I mean? Every time he's been the lead guy, and think of WCW even at that time, 2000. Time Warner, the AOL thing that happened, the takeover, right, with Time Warner and all that shit. At that time, they weren't even impressed with high 3s and, even 4s. That's what WCW was getting in 2000 in ratings. You think about that shit. Those numbers now is like huge for someone like WWE to get. WWE can't even get those numbers anymore. And now back then, that was viewed as a negative. Think about that.
You saw what last week's SmackDown got, right? Barely over
ever, wasn't it?
Lowest ever, barely over 1 million, like 1,003,000 or something like that.
That's crazy, man. I wonder. Look, SmackDown has been bad. It's like I said, it really has, man. I feel like this one was a breath of fresh air in some ways, but still, I don't know. They're treating it like a friggin'. I don't know what they're doing with SmackDown. Raw has still been the better watch, but it still has its flaws. And like Labrat says, what AEW needs to do is just do wrestling and keep off social to gloat about a crap product, which they still deny. What blows my mind, though, about AEW is that they've managed to brainwash their fan base, which no other company has been able to do, really. Like, when I say brainwash, I love, Bigfoot, G-Ball, whatever you go by these days. I wanted to go. I really did, but it costs a lot of money, man. To get the plane, like right now, for example, if I booked early, that would have been the smart shit. I'm always the last second guy. You know what I'm saying? So I tend to do things kind of rushingly. I was even thinking of driving, but then I had to drive through the desert, and I don't know if that's, I don't know if I should risk that shit. Because if something goes wrong through the desert, you're fucked. Like, you're just fucked. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of numbers, so this week, Dynamite went head-to-head with NXT for the NXT versus TNA show. NXT damn near doubled AEW.
No way. So they went head-to-head, like, completely head-to-head?
Well, mostly head-to-head.
What was the difference, the time difference by the time both shows ended?
I think AEW had like a 30-minute overrun.
Oh, man. But anyway, G-Ball, I'm going this Wednesday when they come to my neck of the woods, but it's only a house show, but I'll give a report with what happens down here. But yeah, I wanted to go. I should have gone. But it's a lot of money, man. Because I would have wanted to go to SmackDown I was really more interested, honestly, to go to a SmackDown and Raw than Crown Jewel for whatever reason. But I think Crown Jewel is going to be a lot better maybe than we expect. I could be wrong, though. I think Raw will be the better show, but of all three, personally. I think. But you know what, man? They've sold out all three shows in the same building. It would have been cool if they actually did a SmackDown in another city and then Raw, you know, in my neck of the woods as well, for example. But for whatever reason, the Perth government over there, because Perth is, Melbourne and Sydney are the two biggest cities by a mile compared to any other Australian city, right? This is the hotbed of pro wrestling is actually my city, Melbourne. And then you'd say Sydney. But Perth, for whatever reason, man, they've paid WWE a shitload of cash to get all these shows, even Elimination Chamber. And, you know, the house show that we're getting, they just feel sorry for us. Melbourne didn't pay anything. They're just like, you know what? It's been 6 years since we've done a show here. I think we need to, like, you know, do a show. Weed Boss is paying $500 a night for illegal immigrants in hotels in his state. Big money Saudi Hameen can afford. I know, man. If only. Now, look, it would have cost quite a bit, man. But I should have gone. I regret not going, for sure. Adelaide. Zane's obsession with Adelaide, bro, it's sickening. I swear to God. But you know what? Adelaide's close to Perth. It's the next city, major city after Adelaide. Adelaide is sandwiched between where I'm from in Melbourne and and Perth. It's right in the middle. So it takes about 7 hours to drive to Adelaide from where I am, and then put another 7-8 hours to get to Perth from Adelaide. It's a long drive. Australia's a big country. It's just as big as the States. Very similar in size.
Isn't Australia simultaneously a country and a continent?
Yes, that's true. That's a fact. Actually, I'll give you another fun fact. It's also in another continent too.
Oh, let me guess. India.
No. Oceania.
Oceania, okay.
Well, and technically New Zealand is part of Australia's continent though. So you know how it's Australasia,
that's right.
For example?
Okay.
Like that's what it's called, Australia's continent. Its own continent's called Australasia, right? But New Zealand is part of Australasia. But as a whole, they're also in Oceania, if you know what I mean. So Oceania is all the Pacific countries, which is again Australia, New Zealand, Samoa, Tonga, all those countries, Fiji, Solomon Islands. You get my drift?
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. But yeah, Australasia is the continent. But if America, like, because you guys have only got an east and west coast, and we've got, you know, a north coast, south coast, for example. If you guys had a north coast and a south coast, then you'd be a continent too.
Yeah, we would, wouldn't we?
Yeah, you would, literally. That's why the whole of North America is a continent. Really, the whole of America should just be a continent because it's all joined. Well, technically, it is a continent, actually. What am I talking about? There's no such thing as North America as a continent, right?
Yeah, it's
is that classified as its own continent?
Yeah, I think North America is consists of Canada, United States, and Mexico.
Right, and I think also El Salvador, technically. I think.
Yeah, I have to go look that up.
You know, I always used to think Mexico was friggin' Central America, bro. Like some sort of what do you call it? The Mandela effect. Like when I was growing up, I always looked at Mexico as being like Central America, and in some ways it should be, considering where it's at. Like it's right in that, you know, right in the middle.
I think the rest, the other country, like south of Mexico, except without, like I said, El Salvador,
Costa Rica
potentially.
and all that. They're Central America.
I think they're lumped in with South America.
No, they're Central America. Then South America is Brazil, Argentina. You know what I mean? And see, but that's weird though, Dan, because technically a continent should be separated from the South America. You know, Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? But then again, South America is in the same, like, for example, here, it's spring, right? In my neck of the woods. In South America, it's also spring. So we're in the same thing.
I always thought that like Central America was kind of like a neighborhood, not really a continent, but more like kind of like a neighborhood in between North and South America.
I don't even know if that's even classified as a freaking continent, Central America, to be honest.
I gotta Google this.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it too now. I'm freaking intrigued. Continents of the world. I should know all these.
Okay, the 7 continents: Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America.
See, what I'm looking at, it doesn't even say Australia. It says Asia, North America, South America, Antarctica, Africa, Europe, Oceania. Even though Australia is its own continent, but remember what I said, that Australia is part of the bigger. It's fucking weird. But Australia should be. So yours said Australia, Australasia.
Yeah, my Google says Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, Australia. Sometimes Europe and Asia. No Oceania, and it says sometimes Europe and Asia are considered one continent called Eurasia.
That's not true, but Europe is Europe. But that's why isn't it showing Oceania when here, if you go to the top of Google, say continents of the world, right?
Yeah, okay.
North America.
Now I'm looking at the World Atlas. Now it says Australia/Oceania.
Right, which is strange. Like the way they've classified. But anyway, Australia is its own, but it's not called. It's Australasia, like I said. That's technically what it's called. But yeah, here we go. Geography lessons on HMG. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the globe and it says Australia and Oceania. It's pretty much considered the same shit. I'm just looking. But anyway, hey, whenever you want to go, dude. 17th century maps. Are you a flat earther?
No.
No, but he's lab rat. No, you're not. He's lab rat a flat earther. By the way, he's talking.
Hey, I will say though, that one dude who built his own rocket to try to prove that the Earth is flat. You know what? The rocket actually worked to a degree. I mean, he actually got it off the ground.
Well, you want to let's get into that actually, shall we? I was
just complimenting the dude's ability to build a rocket.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say. At the end of the day, the Earth is a cube. Relax now, Larry. A little cube. Where have you heard that shit? I need to see. Do me a favor and send me something about that. I've never heard that. But anyway,
hang on, dog. Be right back.
I'll go for it. As far as flat Earth goes, there is a lot of. How do I put this? Some of the flat earthers do make sense. Don't get me wrong. With certain shit, like the way the moon and sun works, makes you go, But technically, you can see the curvature, right? But at the same time, what I don't understand is why would they want to hide the truth if it's a cube, if it's a globe, or is it a friggin' flat? Like, are we in a, what do you call it? What's those friggin' ornaments called? Brandon, the snow fucking things? What are they called? You turn them.
Ice cubes?
No. You know those fucking, like those Christmas, everyone's got them, dude. Like, you shake it.
Oh, snow globe.
Yeah, that's it. Snow globe. Those. We could be one of those if we're flat earth, right? It could be something like that. I don't know, man. The thing is, we can't find out. We, as people, just normal people, can't actually just go out there and be like, this is what it is, because we don't have the access to that. You know what I mean? I will say is, though, why can't we go to Antarctica?
Yeah, exactly.
And explore the joint. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, who was it that made the statement? Somebody makes a statement when talking about Antarctica. It's like, that is the one treaty that's never been broken.
Yeah, exactly. Right? All these countries that fight each other and all this bullshit, right? But then in Antarctica, everyone fucking is. Like, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, It doesn't, Labrat, I don't know if you're fucking with us now, if you're being sarcastic or whatnot, because he says it's always changing shapes. Like next year it'll be a cone shape. And then the year after that it'll be a Coke bottle, right? Or something like that. Look, the truth is it's a pear shape, sort of. It's not really round. Yeah, exactly, Labrat. Why?
Do you hear about
I'm intrigued with Antarctica, man, for real.
Do you hear the like that? I forgot, it was like some pilot or somebody, like they either flew their plane or a drone, and they immediately got flagged and like, you got to get down now. Like, as soon as they got like nearby it.
Absolutely, bro. I mean, there's evidence that they're up freaking pyramids down there. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty weird. I mean, I know you hear a lot of alien shit and all this shit, but there's something there that they don't want us to know. There's got to be, man.
Very clearly, there's something there that they don't want to see in.
Like, but what could it be? But again, I just don't understand when people say like they're hiding all this shit because they want power and all this shit, right? Like it's all about power, but what power? What does that give you? You got knowledge that the suckers like us don't know.
If you go back to Bill Cooper, that actually he talks about that was the original first like priesthood, was that they had knowledge that others didn't, and they kept it from everybody. Basically, held it over their head, and you got to come like join us and listen to us, and we'll slowly give you little bits of it so you become more enlightened and adept. And then we'll teach you like the final teaching, and that final teaching was how to control everybody else.
Yeah, but over Antarctica, for example, say, yeah, there's plenty of things about that. Dude, how many people have wanted to do expeditions down there and they get blocked straight away? Like, good luck trying to do that. I don't care how much money you've got. You're not doing it. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, there's something there they do not want us to see.
And you know what? There's even times where presidents have gone there, right? They don't say that MK Ultra, but why with Antarctica? What's that got to do? How you been, bro? Long time no see. But why MK Ultra with Antarctica? Like that doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know, but it is a bit of a long night for me.
All right, go, man. Do what you have to do, Brandon. It's early for me, obviously. But thank you, dude. I mean, I know I wasn't on for long, technically, but I appreciate always, you sending me the links, man.
Anytime, man.
All right.
And happy birthday once again. Whoop, whoop.
Absolutely. Actually, what I was going to say, if you want, it's up to you. You don't have to, but if you want to, but then that doesn't make sense. You're doing the watch along before we're doing the review. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say if you wanted to join us on the review show, you're more than welcome. But yeah,
I wouldn't be able to. I'm gonna be at work.
Okay, no worries. Thank you once again, there, Brandon. Thank you to everyone else that wished me happy birthday. But yeah, all right, man. Peace out, everyone. I'll see you guys for the Crown Jewel, not the watch along, but the review show. Maybe I will jump on the watch along. We'll see. But we're definitely reviewing Crown Jewels. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, bro. And thank you, Dan. Thank you, everyone. Like I said, you all wished me a happy birthday before, so yeah. And yeah, man, there's no celebrating anymore, G-Ball. I'm 43 now, bro. It sucks. But anyway, peace out. Thank you, Brandon, once again. And thank you to everyone. I really appreciate it, man.
Whoop, whoop. Much love, homie.
Whoop, whoop. Peace.
Later. All right, so that's going to be it for the show tonight. The party will still continue later. More on that later. But tomorrow, just give you our schedule for Hami Media Group YouTube. We got the Smack Attack. We got Crown Jewel Review. We got the Crown Jewel Replay Watch-Along. And then Sunday, we got the Wreckage. And then the Bound for Glory Watch-Along. Monday, the Monday Locker Room, the Raw Watch-Along. The Impact Attack Tuesday, We Like It Raw. The A Show, the Late Start NXT Watch-Along. And then Wednesday, then Wednesday Locker Room. And then Wednesday, we got the HMG Smack AEW Dynamite Watch-Along and Bell Count Thursday. The Friday Locker Room, the TNA Impact Watch-Along and Bell Count. Yo, what's up now? So good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Always a pleasure, pal. But But as far as tonight goes, we're going to keep the party going in about 10 to 15 minutes. Twitch.tv/LG Brandon whoop whoop. Hope to see you there. If not, hope to catch you on the other shows. But until then, if I don't see you, have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your weekend. Much love. Yeet, yeet. Yeah, pal.